Okay, good evening everybody, this is KO Lynn, back from a break to do some more streaming, and the music is really loud for me, so I'm going to drop it a bit. It's not that I don't like the music, but it is kind of loud. Yeah, and here it feels especially loud. Quiet, but I promise, before I clicked the button, it was very loud. Alright, so to begin this game, I don't actually know a whole lot about it. What I put in the description of this video is basically what I learned today when I looked it up on Wikipedia, and I did not scroll very far because, of course, Wikipedia, you know, has a disregard for spoilers, and I prefer not to be spoiled, so I kept it to the top paragraph. And all that I know about this particular game is that it's a puzzle game, and it was very popular on Steam when it came out, and I heard rave things about it because, yeah, good game. I like playing good games, so let's do it. Now, in general, I like puzzle games, but that doesn't necessarily mean I am the swiftest at figuring them out, so please be patient with me if I seem to get stuck on something. I really don't want any spoilers for the puzzles. If I want a hint, I will ask for it, but in general, please do not just provide hints out of pocket. I prefer to figure this out myself. And without further ado, let's play. This is a very interesting menu setup. Alright, as shown...
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
Okay, so based on A, our scene there where we held a hand up, and B, the cover of this game and this video, we are a robot of some sort. And for some reason, we have been created and apparently awakened in this garden. So let's see what Elohim has to say. Initiating child program logic check. So it really feels like, apparently, we have been programmed to be that of a child. And I guess one of the main things about child, or being a child, is, innocence, curiosity. Subject-object interaction. Okay. Sorry, I'm testing this out because I could have sworn I had to pick it up with my right click. And I can pick it up with my right click, but I can also pick it up with my left click, so... Oh. Interesting. It's a jammer, so... Oh, I guess we don't need to jam this because we can walk through it just fine. Child program basic calibration successful. Uh-oh. That definitely looks like an enemy. Spatial awareness, okay. Okay, who is this that has weapons in their garden? That seems uncouth. I don't know if I like my creator.
All across this land, I have created trials for you to overcome. And within each, I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
We're robots, so to some extent, we should have eternal life, at least as long as our battery continues to run. So what does eternal life mean in this context? We are childlike, and presumably we don't know anything about this world, so... Also, presumably, do we know anything about death? Do we know anything about danger? I guess we technically kind of did figure out danger by jamming that robot back there. So that has a Tetris block. I guess this is technically another Tetris block. More Tetris blocks. More and more Tetris blocks. I am starting with this one because it's on the right, and in Western culture, we tend to go right to left. Peephole? What does that mean? Oh, I see it. Kinda expected the peephole to look a bit like the Tetris block. Okay, yeah, let's jam that first. Oh man, can we not jam through these bars? Looks like it. It's not letting us. Okay, we got that jammer, so let's come back and get it. Okay. Got that one.
You will not need this sigil to open the gate to my temple, but it may serve you in times to come.
Okay, so do we just go back through the way we came? I guess. Move faster by holding left shift. Since this is just the one Tetris L, I will go through here. Maybe there will be more paths that open up? Only the two of us. I see the L. Aha, there's more. Okay. We need a jammer for that one. So let's get this one in here.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our net. Brings you closer to eternity.
Interesting. Okay, this is the only other door available to us. It looks like we need only one more of these L's. So, is there a point in getting two? I'm picking this one first simply because I don't know if we need to get more than one of those L's. Ooh. This does not look promising. Maybe I have to step a lot closer in order to trigger the gun. Oh, cool, Zumber. I mean, I've heard great things. Yeah, thank you. Aha. So let's just turn that off. Yeah, it feels good to be back. Oh my gosh. It was just a good thing that I didn't bother trying to stream that one time, because my computer immediately went kaput. Thankfully, it was a very simple fix. Whoa! That surprised me. So my computer wasn't, like, dead or anything.
Well done, child. Only one more sigil is needed.
Okay, so I do need only one. Anyway, my computer wasn't dead. It was running, but my monitors weren't receiving any signal. And so I spent a huge chunk of the day troubleshooting it, and I couldn't get it to work. You know, I think I did try. Oh, it's X'd out now with like a marker. We'll see about restarting Prince of Persia. I think I did try to reload it again, and I don't think it worked. So yeah, that's a bummer. Maybe we'll get back to it sometime. Anyway, it turns out that during the course of the night, my computer's BIOS was updating, and it got interrupted while it was updating. And when it got interrupted while updating, it just didn't function. Okay, this is called outnumbered. I think I understand. Shoot. I can't do it through the fence. There we go.
My temple awaits you, child. Go forth.
Yeah, so the BIOS basically refers to the motherboard, and because it got interrupted during the update, it stopped communicating with the rest of the parts in my computer. So it wasn't really any fault with the parts in my computer. It just, yeah, this is not the right place. Is it? Oh, it is. Whoops. Cool, cool. So anyway, I took it into a computer place, and they said pretty much all you had to do was open up the tower and then plug a USB into the motherboard to kind of get it working again. And that's it, really. So, a very easy fix. Oh, that's interesting. What were the top 5 played games? Loading library session. Done. Mounting local disks. 47 million distributed resources found. Connecting network drives. Error. Network inaccessible. Loading Milton Library Assistant. Error. MLA unresponsive. Initiating command prompt. Done. Library archive session ready. Guest at local. Unknown command. Type help for list of available commands. GTA 5 is still a top 5 played game? I guess GTA 5 Online is more popular than I expected it to be. A friend of mine started a Minecraft server, so I did get distracted a bit by Minecraft. Display a list of available resources, except they couldn't. Open file name, help, display this text, run MLA, okay. Hello, guest. How can I help you today? Your query? Okay, so we're talking to a computer. It says, hello guest, how can I help you today? Your query list. You'll have to be more specific than that. I respond best to subject, verb, object, syntax. Your query, do you understand what I'm saying? The computer, understand is a strong way to put it, but yes. Your query, describe your functions. The Milton Library Assistant is designed primarily to sort and classify data in the library archive. Secondarily, it facilitates user interaction with library resources via an intuitive human language interface. It also provides powerful networking and troubleshooting functions. I query, how old are the library archives? Library resource publishing dates range from 1st July 1995 to 27th June 203F. My query, what is the current status of the library archive? There are 47 million resources in archive, taking up 5.4212750 petabytes of disk space. That is approximately the size of 30 billion photos, 7 million minutes of HD video, the entire internet in 2003. Wow. However, the majority of library resources are corrupted or invalid. 10.695 4751 gigabytes of uncorrupted resources are indexed. Yeah, that's... By comparison, that's not a lot, but 10 gigabytes is still pretty good. What caused the data corruption? Progressive data corruption is inevitable in any system over time. Additionally, a large number of inconsistencies were detected during sorting, leading to greater than average data invalidation. Well, how long has the system been running? The system has been active for 9999 years. What are these terminals? Terminals provide access to the library resources. Forget the library. Can you respond to queries on the outside world? My knowledge is limited to the data in the library archive. You can ask about other topics, but my responses may be limited. Who is Elohim? Elohim is a noun for God or gods in modern and ancient Hebrew. Where am I? You are currently in a support session with the MLA Human Language Interface module. Your library archive session may be resumed at any time. What am I? You are logged in with a guest account. Are you able to take offense, you pointless contraption? You cannot insult me. I mean, maybe I should test out some of these other potential inputs. Nah. This did open. Chapter 6. Athena in the Garden of the Hesperides. Garble did not trust them, but they moved with such grace, such nobility, that it was hard not to follow them further into this strange garden of gears and cogs. They led her to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seemed to grow together, forming a kind of chamber, strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grew a smaller tree, made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grew a single golden apple. This apple, the nymphs said in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes, and not a few villains, have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom its unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Some say that Heracles garbled, gazing upon the stars, and wept. From Nadia Sarabahai at Institute for Applied in Percent. To Alexandra Drennan at Garbage Nomadics. Subject: welcome to the team. Hi again. I'm sorry if I was a little odd at the meeting. I know you were nervous, but the truth is that so was I. This may be hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You're so young and you've already accomplished so much. If the situation wasn't so grim, I might even be jealous. There's also something I wanted to clarify. I realize that, nominally speaking, I'm head researcher here. But this is your project, and everyone will respect that. And yes, I know, you're not used to working like this. But as of today, you're in charge. No pressure. Let's do this, Nadia. I really don't like the sound of that. From Garbled to Garbled. Subject F6E. The way I see it, the world doesn't come with a manual. You gotta figure it out for yourself. A bit here, a bit there, put it together, try to make sense of it. I'm pretty sure there is a truth, but that doesn't mean everyone who claims to know it really does. Then again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. We live in an amazing world, and searching for the truth can be a real adventure. Plus, it's good for the brain. Anyway, just some rambling thoughts from your old man. Don't let this stuff get you down. You're young. You got loads of time to figure it all out. Love, Dad. What a nice dad. Okay, we did all the rest of these. New text added to journal. Tab? Okay, so it shows us all the text that we've read. I'm already getting a kind of sense of Horizon Zero Dawn, but I think Horizon Zero Dawn came later than the Talos Principle, so if anything, Horizon Zero Dawn feels a bit like this. Interesting.
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you.
Are we getting like a map? Halls of his temper. Enter Elohim's temple.
You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
Why? To what purpose did you make this? Can I really not walk upstairs? Okay, I can. I got stuck there for a moment. Oh. I cannot use these yet because I don't have the requisite sigils. I could use that. Yes, I've played Horizon, so I am familiar. I did finish it, so I know what Horizon is all about. Okay, we need more shapes. And I would love to play Horizon for this game. Trio Bombastics. Oh. But they're stuck behind there. So I don't want to open those. Oh, but that's how I get to... How do I want to do this? Because I can only jam one thing at a time. So is it better Yes, I was able to play Horizon Zero Dawn. I think I finished it last year. Whoop. Sorry, that startled me. So, getting pretty close just triggers it. Okay. So the odds are very good that even if I just stand here, because I was originally thinking, you know, if I let this go and let it just pass by, oh, thank you. Oh yeah, I'm so groovy. As I said, I never got on the like Dance Dance Revolution train, so if you ever challenge me to that, I would surely lose. Okay, put it back behind there because being in that spot... Okay, yeah, I didn't do Guitar Hero or Rock Band, so you would absolutely beat the stuffing out of me in that one. Oh. There we go. Okay, that wasn't as difficult as I thought it, as I was kind of making it. Oh crap. Yeah. Whew. Another gun. Oh, and the jammer is stopping a robot. I didn't even see the name of this puzzle. Excuse me. Aha. Okay, I finished those two. I'm gonna go ahead and go back, excuse me, for this green one we kind of left behind. Yeah, this one. Riding the beaten path. We still don't even know what these... Okay, so it goes down there quite a ways. I don't know if this is a good place to be. Oh, there's the jammer. I'm putting that there for now, just so I can walk in relative safety. Okay. What's in there? Oh. Okay, we'll let it get back to the end of this path and do another rotation. And yeah, as for the Guild Wars 2 videos, I was just kind of... I'm a Guild Wars 2 veteran. And, I don't know if you know this or not, but Guild Wars 2 has seen something of a resurgence lately. It's been interesting. Interesting in the sense that, okay, yeah, this is the door I opened. It's been interesting in the sense that, you know, so the MMORPG New World that Amazon made, well, Amazon decided basically to shut down their entire game department, which means New World was de facto dead. And WoW and Final Fantasy 14 are kind of basically on a break. They haven't really churned out new content for the 2025 year, but Guild Wars 2 did release an expansion, so it seemed like a lot of people just suddenly discovered Guild Wars 2. So it's been really popular in like the YouTube sphere. So I was honestly tempted to make a couple of videos to kind of, how should I say, cash in on that, I guess, even though this channel makes zero money. So I'm not talking cash in on the literal sense.
Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
Like this isn't totally reminiscent of the Garden of Eden. This is all yours, and you have dominion over it, but you dare not touch an apple on that tree, or you will die. Loading library session. Done. Mounting local disks. Failed. Unrecognized error detected. Library archive is currently unavailable while system resources are redirected to handle incoming network messages. Use the access com portal command to access network functions. Access com portal, connecting network drives, error, network inaccessible. Run MLA troubleshooter. Loading Milton Library Assistant, done. Initiating plain language interface, done. Support session opened. Hello guests, is there something you'd like to help with? Is there something you'd like help with today? Your query, troubleshooting. I think you'd like help accessing network functions. The most common cause of network problems is holding insufficient account privileges. Please enter the admin password to authenticate your privileges. Checking password. Incorrect. Let me in. Let's try God. Login aborted. Too many failed attempts. Would you like to create a new admin account? Yes. In order to prevent unauthorized access to admin controls, please take a moment to prove you are not a bot. You will now be asked for a series of inputs. To cohere with data protection legislation, you must consent to have your responses used to develop a broad psychometric profile. Raw response data will be deleted immediately. Your profile will only be made available to other administrators. Generating certification part 1. Part 1 ready for user input. Please complete all fields. Please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor in this assessment. Begin certification program. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Answer. 4. Your input has been accepted. What is your subjective reaction to this image? Happy? Oh. What best describes a person? You're walking through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure for how far it is to the next oasis. What do? Offer all. Offer half the water. Your input has been accepted. Part 1 of the certification process is now complete. You will receive a notification when Part 2 has been generated. Press any key to exit. Talos Principle text. From Frank Ngatai to Miles Ngatai, Dan Ngatai. Subject, Ian. The first day at the Institute for Applied Nomadics. That's Ian. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work there. Trembling, I walk in, and right at the entrance, there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Then I get it. Institute for Applied Nomadics. Ian, Dr. Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Dr. Sarabhai shows up, smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym back when the Institute was founded. She says, Enon, Iapin, and Apno. It all sounded stupid, but we didn't just want to call it Ian because, well, that's a name. Then someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kind of stuck. Now we're officially called Ian, but if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name, I guess. I know. Bloody geeks. User Alex16 added 4 notes. The Jeff Goldblum drop was not at all what I expected. I feel like Jeff Goldblum would not approve of this experiment. Or no, Ian Malcolm would not approve of this experiment. Note 1. Novel's first sentence. She woke up in an impossible place, knowing nothing. Signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery, though we should not go so far as to read the entire work as allegory. Rather, while taking the science-fictional novice at the core of the narrative at face value, we should... nonsense. Like garbled speech. Note 2. Having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others and what our own subjective, flawed, limited senses tell us. Series of numbers, social reality, belief, and objective reality, matter come into conflict. Note 3. When, in Chapter 16, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist questions her mentor on the ... Note 4. A more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through synthesis of... Talos Principle text. Archive 260 BCE F12 Stratton of Stageira. So, the wiki entry mentioned that Stageira is a fictional philosopher invented for this game, pretty much. So, just an FYI. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say, he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver and others assert was ichor. I don't really know how to pronounce that word. Ichor? Such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition. He spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If then a machine may have all the properties of a man and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials, according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. Kind of reminds me of that one philosopher who did exist, and now I can't remember his name, but he offered up a plucked chicken and said, "Behold, a man." Because someone, and I want to say it was Socrates, said that a man was a beast without feathers or something like that. Feathers or fur. Okay. We've read everything that we could. Okay, and it sections off the text. I see. What was that? Am I not allowed to go? No, I am. I bet I would die if I went into the water, though. What was that? do need a green L. The guards must be crazy. Why am I hearing that static? Uh-oh. Oh, I see a jammer. I'm waiting for the other one to come back. Oh. Another jammer. I very much get the impression that with the jammer gone from that particular place, this thing is gonna go a lot further. Well, it didn't go as far as I was hoping. Why am I hearing that static? Nope. I see another. Okay, that one went pretty far, so... I might need two... yeah, I'm gonna need two jammers. Aha.
Good. You are learning, as is your purpose. It must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
I am learning, but what am I learning? Apart from critical thinking skills. Well, I don't even know if I would call this critical thinking skills. I'm learning to solve, which might hopefully lead to critical thinking skills. So, but it sounds like this guy will absolutely not provide any hints. Why am I getting that static? I don't like it. Oh. That's where I came. No, that is not where I came from.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now, bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
I'm a little bit curious about what she means by that. But where is that console that I saw? Not here. There's the L. I want to go into the L first. Oh, here we go. Will I find what she did? No. Okay, there we go. Suicide mission. Oh, I love that. Or at least I love the sound of that. Okay. I see another gun that has a wire. I hear the thumping of another angry robot. Okay, so we've got a gun. It is on. Whoop. Oh, no wonder. Okay. Whoops. Go back in there. Oh, here we go. Okay. So it might destroy this robot. It broke the thing. Okay. I really was not expecting that. I'm gonna turn this off just in case. Okay, I don't think I've been through this one. Yeah, this is to progress. Do I want that? How many of these puzzles are there? Are there only 3 here? I've already done that one. It looks like there's only 3. Hall of Windows. Okay, a jamming device. I see 2 of them. No enemies. I'm really concerned about that static. I don't know what that's about. But it's bothering me. Okay, yeah, I can't take that jammer with me. There's a bunch of windows, and I'm certain they're there for a reason. Oh, so you can have 2 things jamming the same thing more than once. I don't see any enemies. Yes, I agree. I think the static is plot related, for sure. I don't think I did something to cause that. I think it's happening for a reason. Okay. Alright. Yep, I got it. I knew these, Yeah. These windows would be important. There we go. So it seems like the green puzzles are for moving the plot forward, and the yellow puzzles are maybe for optional story content, I guess is how I'd put it, where it explains the story more, gives you more hints as to what the story is about. Anyway, I am really enjoying this. It's just low-key. You know, sometimes we need a little bit of low-key gaming. Just to enjoy. Okay, that's all done. That's all done. I don't see... like an amphitheater. Okay. Yeah, that's all done. So let's move on to 3. Oh, L. What do the stars mean? I guess we'll find out. You know what? This eye reminds me of the eye in Little Nightmares. And that was not a good thing in Little Nightmares, so I'm gonna assume it's not a good thing in this either. Okay. Before I go there, I'm curious. What is the A for? Oh. So I could actually go forward. But given that 5 has a bunch of green, it feels like I'll probably need some of those squares. Yeah, I don't think the eye is good. Anyway, let's go back here. I wonder if the red is for more difficult puzzles. Attention! Part 2 of the certification program has now been generated. Part 2 has been designed to test the consistency of some of your outlier responses in the previous round. You will be presented with a series of statements. Please indicate your agreement where appropriate. 2, 1. 1 of 7. Since only animals can be persons, a machine could never be a person. A person is under no authority other than to which they consent. Your input has been accepted. The quality of life of persons ought to be maximized. I like how it says broadly, because broadly, unfortunately, I don't like the term broadly, but that's all that they offer me. Value is discovered. I wrote I'm not so sure. I find that very interesting. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. Deserve? Sure. The liberty of persons ought to be maximized. That's not correct. Yeah, I do not believe that is accurate. Value is created. Thank you. The certification process is now complete. You will receive a notification when your user profile has been generated. Press any key to exit. Value is created. So I said no to that. And the one above of value has to be discovered. Because I would personally say that there is value in things like the trees. The ocean, the environment, because I really enjoy that kind of stuff, but it was just kind of always there. I mean, you could argue that, given that I frequently go to parks, that those were man-made, created environments, and those trees didn't always exist, but trees in general have always existed, and grass and sand and, oceans. Man can't create oceans yet. So that's why I said that value isn't discovered or created. It just kind of is, depending on, well, in my view, it just is. Not that it can't be created or even potentially discovered, because of course, you know, art is created, and I think art has value. But that's not what this was asking. So I did go ahead and say machines can be people, but man, big ol' asterisk on that one. That one is very much a depends, because I'm not going to say that every machine is a person. Absolutely not. It very much depends. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. I mean, some people think that talent doesn't even really exist. And, you know, the skills that you become good at are simply the ones that you have practiced. But I actually don't agree with that. I do believe that people can have specific talents, specific sort of tendencies, I guess is how I'd put it, because, like, you know, I'm a writer, and I actually do believe that I have a lot of natural talent as a writer, simply because writing and expressing myself came very easily to me. Not that it didn't take a very long time to very good at it, but I never felt like I hit a wall with writing. Whereas when I was trying to be an artist and trying to draw well, I felt like I hit a ceiling that I just couldn't get through. No matter how hard I tried, how much I practiced, I just couldn't seem to get through that ceiling. And so by contrast, I would say that I have a much more natural knack for writing than I do for drawing. Similarly, I suck at math. Numbers and letters being in place of those numbers just kind of confuse me. And yet, my dad, who was an engineer, I should say, he's retired now, he has a very natural inclination towards math. He was really good at it. So I do think talent is a tangible. I think talent is real. It's not tangible, but it's real. Here we go. AI feedback. We keep discussing what an artificial intelligence would mean to us and how it would change our understanding of the world. Man, this is really interesting. This is a really interesting game to start when we're struggling with AI right now. Although it's not AI in the sense that we fictionalize it, as in, you know, we think of AI as robots with potential thoughts or feelings, and our AI is just mimicking people. But that's all it's doing, is just mimicking, because it has no thought process of its own. Anyway, moving on. That's a great topic, and I think we've covered it extensively. What we've barely mentioned, though, is the other side of the coin. I mean, our lives would still be what they were before AI or no AI. The question I think we should discuss, even if it's all completely hypothetical, is the perspective of the artificial intelligence itself. What would it be like to be that creature, to suddenly come into being, created by others as an experiment? To have all the information about yourself, to know exactly how you function. What would you think about the world? Would you see meaning? Beauty? How would you judge humanity? Where would you see yourself fitting into the grand scheme of things? I think we should try to put ourselves into the shoes of such a being. Dear Alexandra, thank you for your feedback, but this is a philosophy course, not science fiction. And that's why I almost gave up on my studies. I wonder, though, what she means about our lives would still be what they were before AI or no AI, because even just the little smidget of AI that we have right now is having a pretty profound effect on the world. And you know, there's a lot of fear and uncertainty around this generative AI because corporations are trying to essentially shove humans out of their jobs so that they can put AI into those jobs and save money. Obviously, that's a massive change, and people are concerned. Open team leads. We're blessed to have so many people contributing to this project, but we've got to make sure everyone is on the same page. Please refer to the following people when W746872-6F. Alexandra Drennan, Project Lead, AI Module. Nadia Sarabi, Institute Coordinator. Rob McLean, EL Software. I wonder what EL stands for. Trevor Donovan, EL Hardware. George Jameson, Generation Module. Alan Jameson, Scenario Module. Bob Rakowski, Simulation Module. Radia Brickmont is apparently just nonsense. Aurora Calvin, Link Hardware. Omar Garib, Link Software. Nonsense, Garbled Lanning, Maintenance Module. J.E. Harrison, Diagnostic. Frank Ngatai, Memory Module. Jared V. Schmeily, FileSys, Sun Weiyang, Talos Unit, formerly Soma. That's really interesting. Though not directly part of our project, the archive team is sharing both physical and digital space with us. If there are any technical issues to resolve, please contact their project lead, Arkady Chernyshevsky. Don't worry, he's nice. So, to me, this sounds like we're in a simulation, since they mentioned a simulation module. But it did say that a lot of time had passed, and there was much corruption in the data. Is that simulated, or is that legitimate? Also, the formerly Soma. So, I don't remember where I mentioned the game Soma, but I'm certain I've mentioned it in the course of streaming the game Soma. It's by the same people who created Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and it is a horror game, and it's also something of an existential horror game. And I definitely had thoughts. I've definitely already thought about Soma in relation to this game. I don't want to say more just because I really do want to play Soma for this channel, because it is a fascinating game. Straton of Stageira Wiki. Straton of Stageira, 311 to 254 BC, was a Greek materialist philosopher associated with the Peripatetic school. An admirer of Aristotle, he was a proponent of empiricism and a fierce critic of philosophy that placed belief before observable truths. Though unpopular with many of his peers for his often acerbic personal manner, his commentaries on Aristotle were considered an important work. Much of his writing was lost in the destruction of the Library of Alexandria. Of course. Of course it was. Okay, we don't have any more. I'm gonna exit. Oh, this is a lot more helpful compared to the last island. Everything's just in a circle. Okay, I'll just go here. Oh, we almost... I don't know what we almost have access to. But let's go and get the... a bit tied up. I find it very interesting that they bothered to name these puzzles, but maybe there's a function where you can go back and replay them? Oh, you know what? I bet the static is not my vision field. I bet it's the environment. This is a simulation. Because I could have sworn that a wall over here just kind of did a static. But my vision panel was moving and it didn't move. I see a gun. Oh, what? I wonder. Okay, I'm gonna see about moving all these. See? That tree blinked. Okay. I just want to be far enough out of the way that this thing is not going to get me. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off for now. Yeah. There's another gun. Whoops. Oh, there's a star. Yeah, that tree blinked. Sigils are not enough. Pick up a star. I going to have to worry about... Okay, there's a lot of guns. I'm kind of concerned about moving forward. Where was that? Oh god. Okay, that's just going back and forth there. Ooh. The door's locked. Okay. Yeah, this is a totally locked room. So what? Oh. Oh, crap. Maybe I'm supposed to go in here. Oh, there's the key. That would explain that. There. Now where is this thing going? Okay. Can't really tell the range on these things. Oh. I wonder if it's recording how many times I trigger the thing to open. Yeah. Ah. So I made that noise because my cat came up and nudged my foot, and that startled me. This simulation is falling apart. It feels like it's falling apart very quickly. Okay. I want to try out... I guess we can go through the middle here. Yeah, this red one. An escalating problem. Because I kind of have my suspicions that red means much harder. Oh, what? Has anyone managed to solve this?
The counsel of my blessed messengers must be earned.
Okay, a nice good trap for this. Oh, it's turning. It doesn't just go back and forth, it turns. So we have now officially added a new layer of complexity. Okay. Nothing over there. I think I understand what I need to do. Yeah, this is very interesting. I feel like I'm watching a new Portal game. It does feel a lot like Portal. There we go. Less sarcasm, though. Okay. What is going on here? Why would I need to get up here? I wouldn't. I was able to take the jammer without doing that. So, aha. Dang it. Oh. Whew. Okay. What is... Oh, another set of keys. I mean, I see a window, but there are bars. I can't possibly jam that gun from this window and also be able to get through the door. So what's going on here? So I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to take this jammer. Come on. There we go. Okay, so this... I think this, this floating... Oh, there's two. Okay, I'm gonna go through here to explore a little bit. I mean, that wasn't that hard. But now, the trick is... Yeah, I cannot get that from here. Oh, there's a blue wave and a gun. So, I'm pretty sure it cannot shoot me through the blue wave. But if I put this down, the gun will 100% get me. So, where do we go from here? Maybe this window... No, I cannot reach that through there. I can see the gun through here. So maybe this is another case of... But then how do I get out? Because I can jam that now, but then I have 2 energy rays. Oh, there's a ladder. Okay, there's... but the ladder is probably just to get out of this puzzle. There's no way I would live going through the door and grabbing that even as fast as I could. Okay, I can't jump on that. Even if I could, I'd still need to get through the blue energy door. So what are we doing here? What is the plan? I wonder. Whoops. Crap. Now it's gonna take the long way around again.
My child, there is no shame in seeking another path. Leave this mystery for another day.
No, sir. I have not tested all of my options. Okay, now go through the thing. There. Excellent. Yes. Okay, they'll blow each other up. Ha-ha! I can't even use the ladder. All right then. See, I figured it out, sir. So the red seems to be extraneous. Okay, there's another puzzle through here. Last one for tonight. Locked me up, swallowed the key. Another key. Yeah, it kind of would have been nice if it actually congratulated me after it was just like, child, you should give up. It's like, no. See, I did figure it out. Aha, here are the keys. They have a pretty fancy animation for, you know, just getting a set of keys. Okay. That is... Oh, another jammer. Yeah, I want that. we go. I am mighty. I don't know if I actually need more than one jammer, but yeah. Oh, I didn't even need to do that. I could have just gone through the door. Where did I come from? Not here. There we go. Okay, we finished with this series. Who's that? So we're not the only one in this simulation. Wait. Okay, that's not someone. That's just a simulation. Someone came back. Your user profile has now been generated. Download profile. Downloading user profile. Registering profile. Congratulations, your new user account has been registered. Would you like to see the details? Display psychological profile. You may already be cooking your own performance, but it's clear you understand how the world of ideas affects you, even if you are sometimes weary with the realities and allow your preferences to dictate your beliefs. You have a great deal of unused capacity which you have not turned to your advantage. Disciplined and self-controlled outside, you tend to be worrisome and insecure inside. But you pride yourself as an independent thinker and do not accept other statements without satisfactory proof. I wonder if it says that to everybody. Display conflicts. Conflicts. User provided a particular account of personhood but was uncomfortable with its implications. User denied moral authority but defended moral claims. Display account privileges. Profile privileges, basic account privileges only. Due to outstanding notes on your account, and despite displaying many of the characteristics of being a person, you cannot be granted admin status at this time. In the meantime, please enjoy the basic account functionalities. Access comm. You currently hold a basic account. Network access is restricted to administrators. Please enjoy the basic functionalities. I'm sorry, I wasn't better able to assist you. If you're still encountering your problem, please describe it. Thank you. A support notification has been generated and appended to your profile. You will receive a notification when a reply has been sent. Okay, we already read those. I'm fairly certain that no matter how I answered it, I still wouldn't have gotten admin privileges. But I am curious. Okay. I think we can go here. Aha. No. Wrong one. Yeah, this one. Whoops. Haha.
There is much that you may learn in the halls of my temples, for there is much that you do not know. That is why you are a child. But children are made to learn, and in time they come to have dominion over the lands of their home. So it shall be with you and your generations.
I don't get it. What did I get? Nothing, apparently. Fair. Fair, I say fair. Oh, God. And then that would have introduced philosophies of money. Okay, we've done all of the puzzles from 1, 2, 3. Okay, I don't even need to go. So I need the zigzag block. Okay, this has both of those. Ugh. It's quitting time, but I don't want to quit. This has been a very fascinating game, and I've really enjoyed the puzzles so far. I feel like I'm doing pretty well, but we are also really, really, really early into the game, so I probably should not be crowing too hard right now. But this was a lot of fun. Oh, before I go, I did want to say, I was thinking about switching streaming times from Tuesday to Thursday, because Tuesdays just have not been working for me so well lately. I've been having social conflicts, and I've been trying to negotiate them, but yeah, the reasons why I was late were because of those social conflicts, and I'm already a hermit, and I don't barely talk to anyone, so it's pretty important to me to see my friends when I'm able to. So I'd like to do Thursdays. Not this Thursday, but the next Thursday. Which would be the 15th. What's going on the 8th? Oh. Okay, yeah. Thursday, same time. January 15th, we will be continuing the Talos Principle, and it has indeed been a very good game so far. I'm curious about what the story will be like, and how it will change and develop, and how close it's going to be to the likes of Soma, or, heck, Horizon Zero Dawn. Anyway, thank you so much, Zomber, for, once again, being such a wonderful audience member. I really appreciate you, coming along. You make the streams so much fun. I definitely appreciate our back and forth. And for anyone else who may be watching in the future, thank you so much for attending. I hope you enjoyed it. I think Talos Principle is a pretty fascinating game, and I very much look forward to playing it next time. So, thank you so much. This is Lynn, signing out.